Hello, hello. It's like 6 a.m. I haven't slept yet? Damn, what do you guys do at that point there? I think I would just stay up personally. I would just have to trip through the day if it was 6 a.m. and I haven't slept. I've done that a few times in the past. You end up just kind of like trooping through the day. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hi, Mamba. Hi, Cyan. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Captain Mai. How you doing? Hi, Maybe. Hi, Iman. Hi, Dell. Hi, Myth. Hi, Felix. Hi, Keep Science. Hi, Puncakes. How you guys doing? Space, what's up? Mina Mayhem, what's up? Frankie, what's up, guys? Metallics. Pocket, what's up, dude? What's up, Pocket? CC, how you doing? Let's fucking go. Let's go, dude. I was selling something and negotiating until like 3:30 and just gave up on sleeping. I get you. Did you get like a little adrenaline kick or something? I have a Labubu Sunday? Damn, that's like saying having a rare Sunday, bro. I like that. It's a good saying. I was catching up on a VOD and now live Otos. What a day. What's up, Burn? Just alive on caffeine? Yeah, I get that. This is the final day. Part 3, final day of the subathon. Hopefully we can hit I think it's also one of the last days for that like event thing they're doing. Hopefully we can hit our goals. Hopefully. Pocket, thank you so much for 20 gifted, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that. So, quick little thing. Today's the final day of the subathon. If we hit all our goals, there'll be a Kohaku given away. But we still have a lot of stuff. To catch you guys up on what's been happening. Usually when I do subathons, it's either we do like the really slow subathons where they're like one goal a day, or we do it like over the course of 2 or 3 days. Today is the final day. We still have a KBD 8X to give away, a Key Cult TKL, a Wind Xless, and a Kohaku. So we got some good ones. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, Valorant gave 10 subs too. God damn. Thank you, Burn. Appreciate it. All right, guess we're going to start our first giveaway. My first live Twitch watch joined to watch your vids live after traditionally watching on YouTube. Thank you, Taupe. Appreciate that. All right, well, I guess we'll start it off strong. Let me set it up for you guys. But how was your guys' weekend so far? It's a beautiful day outside today, by the way. Absolutely beautiful. So if you guys have not taken some time to just hang out outside, go outside for sure. My homie dropped his X2D on pavement, escaped with a broken hood and some scratches in the body. Dude, my X2D has some scratches in the bottom too. Honestly, the paint on the X2D or whatever it is, the anodization, it's not super great. Mine scratched within the first week. Where is the giveaway thing here? Like, mine did not last long. Alright, so if you guys want information on the giveaway itself, exclamation point giveaway. Damn, we're already jumping into one, but what's the giveaway? The KBD fans board? Yeah, this is the KBD 8X Mark III. So this is a nice one. And then we have a Wind Xless, which is honestly, it was a nice Alice. It was just really expensive. Ooh. Yeah, like, look, want to see my scratches on mine? Hold on. Let me show you. They're not as, they're not as, like, crazy, but, like, take a look at this. This is what happened to mine from literally just handling it within, like, a studio environment. Scratch, 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 scratch.
Thank you for continually being such an awesome part of the community and for creating a space where we can all hang out, relax, and feel welcome. We're also grateful for everything you do and the way you're always giving back. Love you,
thanks, man. Dude, thank you very much. I really appreciate that, dude. I'll try my best. I'm trying my absolute best to keep on doing what I'm doing. If I'm being honest, lately I have been, even with the little break that I took, the few days off, like, dude, honestly, I've just been tired. Like, not burnt out of work. I think something needs to switch with my sleeping schedule or something. I have been going to bed later, but I also feel like I want to do, like, for example, I want to play, like, games. But it's hard to do that sometimes when you're just, like, stuck doing work the entire day. So I just need to figure out a better balance for myself. I think my, not interests are shifting, per se. But I think that in some aspects of my schedule, I think I want to do
What's up, Alex and chat? Happy Sunday. Alexotos wave, Alexotos hype,
and also thank you again, Vicious. Really appreciate it. Muppets, thank you for the bits. Happy Sunday, Rob. GMK Copper shipping is exciting. Got mine in yesterday. Hell yes, dude. Hell yes. Oh, by the way, we're not doing the Cloud 9 if you guys didn't already know. The Cloud 9 is not today. The Cloud 9 is being postponed. Rabbit asked if we can move it. I think the whole group buy is getting shifted from what I understand. So the group buy is shifting to the middle of October, I think. I'm actually not 100% positive if that's going to be the set schedule for that particular keyboard. We're going to do a client TGR today, but it's a very custom TGR. So we're going to take a look at that. I haven't looked at all the parts, only some of them that the client requested. It's a Jane. The client requested me to take a look at some of the parts, but it should be an interesting one. It was custom Cerakoted, which is interesting. Honestly, haven't been keeping up with the keyboard hobby in a minute. Mizu V2 got me in. Nev, you know what though, man? Mizu V2 is big. It's a good set. Maybe, actually, I don't think we're using Mizu today, but if I end up wanting to build another board really quick after this one, we'll see. Maybe we'll build one. So nice. Thank you, Resident. Appreciate the tier 1, man. Thank you, guys. Just got done building my Neo 65 core. Digging it. Dude, it's a good board. It's a good one. Honestly, I've been really, I hate to do this, but I've been vibing with my Manta lately. I switched it out yesterday for another board. And then I just was like, I kind of miss my, this feels so weird. And maybe I have, obviously a different attachment to the Manta. But, dude, I've just been, vibing with this board lately. I think, honestly, it's the set, too. I think the set is kind of I think it's a bit of silver mixed with olive. I think it's just selling me, bro. Would be cool if Hasselblad used the same rubber feet on their V-Series bodies. It held up. Dude, my only... Yeah, I think my issue with the Hasselblad body is, it's just very prone to scuffs. Oh, actually, there's another scuff right here. I didn't even realize that. There's another little one right there. It's a beautiful camera, just very prone to scuffs. Actually, dude, there's another one right here. Dude, I actually don't know how I'm getting all these scuffs on the camera. Look. Again, this doesn't leave this this basement, bro. Thank you, Cracked. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the gifted. Thank you. That's so kind of you, man. Scuffed Hasselblad? Yeah. Battle Scars? I suppose so. I guess that's when I put it down, but I only put it down on my desk. It's not like it goes anywhere else. It's an X2D, which, by the way, I know it's still an expensive camera, but if you guys want a crazy camera, people are I saw someone letting go of their Hasselblad X2D because the new ones, which I'm not buying, the new ones came out, and I saw someone letting go their Hasselblad X2D body for $3,000, which that's a fucking steal for this. Considering most of the new Sony bodies are around the same price anyways, but if you were looking to get into medium format, dude, steal, absolute steal for something like this. So if you guys are in the market for that, little heads up, now is the time to buy. Yeah, it's because the new ones have, honestly, I tried one of the new ones. They're nothing special. Just get the X2D. Adding bonus yard. Yes, if we somehow hit 1,000 subs, there's already a board at 850, but if we hit 1,000 subs, there'll be a bonus board. Hasselblad has crazy cropping. It's what I use for all the photos for camera or for keyboard stuff. So you know what, Space? I have 2 pieces of glass for this thing, and honestly, with the cropping you do on it, I don't even think I ever need another piece of glass. It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. Okay, Manta glass isn't, or Manta glass, oh my god, I'm getting everything mixed up. Hasselblad glass isn't actually that expensive in the grand scheme of things. There are some really sought after Sony lenses, for example, that I feel get up to the same price as some of the Hasselblad lenses. Plus, you can buy them aftermarket. So I think I don't think they're fair per se. They're still high end, but I think how can I word this? I think in the grand scheme of things, if you're buying quality for any brand, you're probably spending big bucks. But you don't need quality. You can adapt other things on this. Encore or Ramen? I kind of like the way the Encore looks a little bit more, to be honest. Also, thank you, Nuttiest One. All right, let's draw the winner for this one here, and then we'll start our keyboard for today. Drawing the winner for the KBD 8X, and winner is Stillwaters. Congratulations. Is Still there? Congrats, Still. Congrats. Let's see. Let's make sure Still's here. No way. There he is. There's Still. Congrats, man. Next up at 750 subs will be the Key Cult TKO. It's a Key Cult at 750. 800. Actually, sorry, there isn't one at 850, but there's still going to be one past that. We'll have a stretch goal. 800 will be the Wind Exilus, and then 900 will be the Kawaku. C9 or Cloud9? It's, damn, what format are you looking for? Like 60? You know, TK. I think that's a tough one. That's a tough one, you know?
We ball.
We ball. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Aaron, thank you so much for the gifted, man. Got to use an H6D with 100 with a phase 1 and some glass. Dude, I would love to try one of those out one day. Love to. Also, thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. But yeah, hopefully everyone's been having a good day. It's a super chill one, so Skimmer, Eamon, thank you again, guys. If you do adapt lens, be aware the system uses leaf shutter, so you might end up with electronic shutter. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's using this particular camera for anything that requires like that level of precision. Honestly, it's slow to focus. Like, this is not a fast camera. I would still, if anyone's doing like, I love talking about cameras, by the way. Love it. I feel like cameras are never something I get to talk about other than literally on this stream with you guys. But if you guys are interested in doing like more fast-paced stuff, I would just invest in a Sony body at that point there. Like, dude, honestly. Or if you want to do rangefinder stuff, that's fine too. But like, the Sony autofocus system is miles ahead of everyone. I don't think Still won anything to this time. Nope, Still did not win anything. Pedro, thank you so much for the tier 1. Driggs, thank you so much for the gift. Really appreciate that, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Gatoron X or Gat Laranges? I like the Gat X's more than Laranges. Laranges are very deep. So, they're very deep. They're not always like my first pick for things. Yeah, because it has Muppets. It has the LiDAR focusing, right? I don't know. I can't justify dropping this for another camera at this point here. Speaking of photography, my cousin did shoots for Arc'teryx Von Mills. Oh, cool. Am I saying the brand right? That's the brand that does like coats and stuff, right? Arc'teryx? Am I saying that right? I feel like I'm not. Arc'teryx, yeah, Arc'teryx. Yeah, it's like tech clothing kind of, right? Or like, not tech per se, but like it's high-end, I guess. Heck, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate the gifted, man. Thank you. If you haven't seen it, when you have some free time, check out my CBS in the Discord. Yes, for sure. God damn, dude. Definitely will be doing some perusing later. All right, let's actually start opening this board today. Oh, let me get the box. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, Hexilla. Okay, so this is a client board we're doing today. Now, I'm going to take out multiple parts here. So
good morning, Alex and chat. 1 year goes fast. Love the community and to many more years. Alexot love.
Thank you. Hopefully many, many more years. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the kind wishes there. I don't know, man. I personally would love for this community to last forever and always. Simply because I really do feel like, this might sound cheesy, I feel like realistically this is kind of where like I belong, is with you guys. So
Father gifted a tier 1 sub to Schlabbert_.
Thank you. Alright, so we got our PCB here. I'll show you guys the boring stuff first. Oh, I have to get my mini cable afterwards. That's somewhere buried deep in... Dude, I was even lucky that I even found one of these mini cables. I thought I didn't have one. I honestly really dislike this particular port, but it's okay. It's in Jane, so... Great looking PCB. It is a good looking PCB. Alright, what else do we got here? We have the back plate. This is the Toblerones. Let's just put some of this stuff to the side. And then these are, I think, keycaps. I don't know what part this is. Is it mini or micro? I can't remember which USB port that is, honestly. Also, we have another goal, so let's do this. Where'd I get this t-shirt? This was actually, my girlfriend brought me this. I think it's from, you know, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna make something up and then pretend that's the right answer. I actually don't know where she bought this. It's nice, definitely nice. It's a bit heavy, so this is not something I'd probably wear like on the regs because it is quite heavy compared to my other t-shirts. But I only have like 6 t-shirts, so. All right, let me set up the Key Cult giveaway here. Hi, Meta. How you doing, man? Yeah, she does. She has a good eye for style for sure. I don't. I wear like the same things every day. No, not the Wind first. It's the Key Cult first, then the Wind X-less. So Key Cult TKL will be this goal here at 750. Key Cult TKL is up. We can do that while I look for parts. Although, are we still using... I think we are still using these stabs, right? I can't remember if... Might have to ask the clients. I think they're watching it now. If they can message me and just confirm the stabs. Because I took out a set of stabs for them. I thought we were going to switch the stabs up or something. Chat is so fast. No one... What happened? No one will that I am. What happened, Killed?
Always a pleasure chilling with you on a Sunday.
Thank you. Appreciate that, JN. Yeah, dude, it's a gorgeous Sunday. Like, I don't know how long you guys plan on staying inside watching the stream here, but hey, if you guys have some time, definitely head outside and just hang out today. All right. Switching. Okay, confirmed. I was gonna say, like, I was like, I can't remember if we're switching the stabs or nothing or not. I'm looking to get a 60% to build and replace my Neo 75 CU. I would like a nice side profile and weight. I mean, you could just go with the Neo 60 CU. It has a nice side profile and a weight. I really do think it's a beautiful board. Okay. So, this will only kind of like come together after we finish doing the build. Should I just do the PCB first and then we build it all up at once? I feel like showing this off might be a little bit... What should I do? Should I do PCB and components first, then assemble? Or should I show off the components? Yeah, right? Maybe we should do the PCB. Show it off. PCB first. Here, we'll do a vote. Let's do a vote. I kind of like, I don't know, because it's not a really great reveal because everything's in pieces right now. Hold on. Let's do a poll. Keeb. Show it off or PCB/parts first. I mean, we can show off the PCB. Haven 60? Dude, don't even get me started with that board. I've been waiting for the Haven 60 forever. I think it's been delayed a few times. So, but I've been waiting for the Haven 60. Streamlabs AI will make the polls for you now? Wait. What? Streamlabs? I don't have Streamlabs. I use Stream Elements. Streamlabs had a lot of problems on the Mac that I need to switch out of it. So I use OBS and then Stream Elements as like the bot thing. I couldn't get Streamlabs to do a whole bunch of stuff here. And it was also real, like the colors on Streamlab for Mac. Maybe they've changed it since, but it was terrible. The Haven 60 is beautiful, but sounds kind of weak. I'm half expecting that though with the Haven. Honestly, I'm honestly like half expecting the Haven to not sound super great, but all right. New Digimon game in Battlefield 6 this week and next week? Hell yes, Ad, we still need to do your board. I saw your message, I just haven't responded because it was this morning. I've been like go. Scott from Keyboard was disappointed by the Haven 2. Are people doing reviews on it already? Damn, I haven't got the memo. Oh, we're doing show it off first? All right, we'll show off the parts. Seems like that's the winner here. All right, let's show off the parts. It didn't sound good at all? Damn, that sucks. All right. So,
when are you doing the Neo 82?
Like. So it's a Cerakoted. See, this will come together more once we put parts together. But it's a Cerakoted, and then this is infilled over here. Pretty neat. It's gonna be a fun, complete build. Now the bottom's not as fun to show off, but just because this needs parts in it and components. I'm sure Alex will make it sound, where is that? Good without foam. Scott used Mirandi's in our quieter switches. I've never liked Miranda's switches. I don't know why. Okay, listen, this is not a diss or a slight to anyone. I am not positive in why anyone would use Mirandi's for. I don't think they're great switches. I think they're just okay. And I think Mirandi's are very like lube heavy and like they need deeper sounds to like, I don't know. Okay, my hot take for today, let me be real with you guys, is every board has a
Thanks
pairing.
for doing what you do, Subathon Part 3.
Thank you.
Let's
I appreciate
go.
that, Meta. Thank you, dude. I do think like every board has like a pairing that goes with it. So I do think as like, I mean, dude, you guys have even seen me when I really don't like how a keyboard sounds. I'll even just, you know, rebuild it or take another day and do another stream with you guys. Like, let's try a different switch out. But yeah, I don't think like every board works with every switch. So I think there is the possibility that Mirandi's is just not the right switches. And again, I've never been a big Mirandi switch fan. I think they're great for people who want that like foamy, thocky sound, but all right. And then the only other piece that I'll show you guys right this instant is the Toblerone piece, because the other piece is just a carbon fiber piece. I was disappointed he used Mirandi's. Yeah. Very pretty. All right. Let's start doing the stabilizers here. I guess, okay, my only concern about switching stabs to the client, are we doing like the O-ring build for this? If so, we might actually have to use clip-ins. Because I can't remember what mount style you wanted to use for this. Either way, we can do a good job with either, no, not O-ring. Yeah, because either way, we can do a good job with either or. Let me just pull up the build sheet. Yeah, we might have to use clip-ins then. So yes, gummy worm. Okay. So okay, we might have to use clip-ins then. I think you'll be fine with the AP stabs. I think it'll be perfect. If you're comfortable with me just using the AP. I don't think these will be bad. I know how to lube these and get them to sound fine. Okay. My only concern to the client, just to make sure, because I know they had their heart set on using screw-in stabs, I don't think the O-ring will be compatible with that. Okay, perfect. Just want to save us all the time and headache and disappointment, you know? All right, let's start doing this. We have a lovely, nice PCB. Is this CEM? I actually don't know. Cool. Have you tried night clip-ins yet? Have those been released? If you film Mirandi's, they're actually pretty goated. I am sure you can get Mirandi's to sound great. I just don't like them stock. As with a lot of switches, and there are very select few that I'm like comfortable in the long term using stock, like select few. I truly, 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 truly believe that you're gonna get the best experience out of this hobby if you put a little elbow grease in. Now I know that's not possible with everybody and every person, because some people don't want to put in elbow grease, but or just can't. But I do think you'll get the best experience out of any keyboard by just modding it yourself. Obviously that takes time, but stem wobble, Is it really bad stem wobble? I've only used them like twice, and I know I just didn't like them, so I need more lubricant. I was not a fan. Extremely bad? Damn. Oh, let's draw the key cult, by the way. Let's draw the key cult winner. Closing the giveaway. Key cult winner is Joey Doey. Is Joey there? Joey? I swear I just saw Joey talk like not even 2 seconds ago. Oh, no way. Joey, congratulations. Congratulations, Joey. Joey, I will send you a message. Or actually, Joey, if you could send me a message. If you could send me a message, and then I will send you I'm just copying paste key call here. What the hell was I copying? And I'll send you the build thing afterwards. All right, so next giveaway is at 800, and the next giveaway is the Wind Xless. KU, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate it. My hands are freaking. Dude, Joey, I just hope you end up enjoying the board, bro. A TGR Jane build? What is this, the 1900s? Can we get a timeout on Annette, please? No, it's the 1200s? Damn. That's craziness. Middle Ages? Oh my god. Wait, it's at 800? 800 was the next giveaway, and then the last giveaway is at 900. So we have 2 more keyboards to give away. Joey got a Key Cult TKL.
Well, 458 gifted a tier 1 sub to Reed's Zine.
Thank you, JN. Yeah, so the Wind Xless, I actually can show you because I didn't pack that one there yet because I don't have a big enough box. This is the only one I did not pack yet. But the Wind Xless is, dude, it was such a shame. It's a great Alice board. It was just so expensive, which was so out of the norm from Wind Studios stuff. So what happened to the Cloud9 build today? I got asked to postpone it because the group buy is being postponed. So like here, let me go get the Wind Xless for you guys. Like I said, it's a great Alice board. Like it's, you know, it's a full, almost like a full size kind of style board here. Great board, just extremely pricey. And I ended up learning a lot about why it was pricey. I didn't agree with it, but essentially it was because the MOQ was so low worldwide, and then just some other R&D stuff and all that. But yeah, it ended up being really a pricey board, and I feel like it was very minimal for what it was too. It sounded good layout, everything, but I do think it was one of those projects where it should have been thought out a little bit more. Maybe figure out how to make it a bit cheaper instead of keeping it at the price point it was. It was just hard to sell it, you know. I have not tried the HMX KO ones, but the Type Rs I did do a little write-up on. Dude, they're so good. I love the Type Rs. Well, typically these days for a board, it truly varies. Like I would say like a custom board, you're looking at like 100 to maybe, if you're lucky, 300. That's like the typical. But anywhere from like, I think 100 is pretty much what people are usually gunning for. And that's with extras. But yeah, not a lot of board, like the truly more like niche custom projects are like big MOQs these days. Sometimes you'll get big MOQs. Sometimes you will. Are you able to tell us the color of the Kohaku? Yeah, it's just a gray Kohaku. It's a round 1 Kohaku. So it has the acrylic back, which unfortunately the acrylic on the inside, it's never been opened. Like I've only ever built it once. But the acrylic is like sort of discoloring in a way. I have no clue why, but thank you very much, AC. Appreciate the gifted subs. Thank you, thank you. How does the key cult number 3 compare to a number 2? All right, maybe this is my second hot take for the day. Dude, I think the number 3 is a far superior board to the number 2. I think the number 2 has a nice aesthetic, for sure. But, like, dude, the number 3 is A, easier to build. I think it sounds overall more pleasant than the number 2. But more importantly, it's easier to build. Honestly, the number 2 is like such a pain in the ass in so many different aspects. It's such a fucking pain, dude. Yeah, the number 3 side profile is also insane. I think they really did a good job with the number 3. There's a few tweaks that I recommend it to the team for the number 3, but Elquan, thank you so much. I appreciate the gifted, man. Thank you. But yeah, completing the number 2 build is rite of passage. Yeah, especially putting on those stupid short cables too. Oh man, those cables are a pain in the butt. What TGR board are we building? We're building a Jane today. We're just doing a slow burn to the build today because I stayed up late playing Borderlands. I'm not even gonna front with you guys. I was gonna get on Minecraft last night, and then I told myself, no, I'm gonna finish Borderlands tonight. Because if I start playing Minecraft, I'm never gonna touch Borderlands again. So I just wanted to finish the storyline and everything of Borderlands last night, and I did. My final thoughts on Borderland. I loved the storyline. I thought it was really good. It was one of the few storylines in a while that I've been kind of engaged with. The gameplay is fun. Outside of performance issues, it was a fun game. Borderlands 4, though, I'm frustrated by a few things the game offers. I think the guns overall in the game, because I stayed up late playing it, so I got a little bit far into some of the end game stuff, and I'm starting to understand some of the end game stuff now. It sucks that the guns in the game seem to only really make sense once you reach the end game, because some of the guns early on are abysmal to use. And I think that's kind of what really bothers me about Borderlands 4. So, anyways, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like I'd give the game a 6.5 or 7 out of 10. That's kind of the rating I'd give it. Again, storyline was great. Side quests were engaging. Some of the fetch quests, I think, were the most boring in Borderlands history. Terrible, terrible quests. They're not fun. But yeah. Bye, Vinny. I know you can't stay. And also, thank you so much for the kind words, bro. The drop rates are annoying for sure. But I think it can be argued from a bunch of different standpoints of, like, legendary should be legendary. I also don't agree with, like, how rare they're making some of these drops. Yeah, there's some other small points. 6 or 7, you did that on purpose? I did not do that on purpose. I don't even fully understand that meme, bro. The armor customizations are good compared to previous games. Yeah, for sure. Like, there's good aspects of the game, and I think a 6 or a 7 for me is like, dude, it's a valid score. I think it's a good score for sure. I just want there to be more, like, tweaks. Also, okay, it also bugs the living daylights out of me that I literally, when I logged on last night to play Borderlands on Steam, I saw a notification.
Cozy, hope you're doing well, Mr.
Daisy,
Mustache Kid
thank you so much. I appreciate the tier 1. But I saw a notification saying new character coming in DLC. Bro, the game has been out for like literally a week and a half. What do you mean you're already working on a new character for the DLC? Why didn't you just put that into the base game? It's just like, I hate that shit. It's like they clearly had assets they're holding on to just to sell you on shit. So like, I think that's also what's keeping it at such like a mid score, being like 6 or 7. They aren't coming out to Q1, but I 100% think they have all the DLC done already. I think it's already done. They're just waiting to release it to charge more money. So I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, but I didn't know it was Q1 2026, but still, that's like frustrating. Sorry to bother you, but Twitch isn't letting me whisper you. I'm having issues because I'm verifying my phone number for some reason. Joey, just message me on Discord, bro. You're good, bro. You're good. You've been here for a while anyways. You're good, bro. If you're in the Discord, just send me a DM. I'll make a mental note. Actually, let me just write down that you're going to message me on Discord. Why sell 100% of the game when you can sell 80%? Yeah, you're right. Because they need to continue profit, Alex. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only frustrating part. So again, I'd say my final score on the game is about 6. Let's just say 6.5 to be fair. Good aspects of the game. Definitely one of the better Borderlands I've played. Believe it or not, I actually really liked the Tiny Tina's Adventure one. I thought that was a pretty good one. I enjoyed the fuck out of that. Not so much for the story, but more for like the guns. The guns are really fun in that one. But yeah, overall, that's my score. I'm going to hang on to that score right now. Also, are we doing 7U? I don't know if Blanc's still there. Can you sign this yet? Yes, for sure. The inside of it, Blanc, or the outside of it? And then also 7U, I assume? Dude, that's why I buy games a couple years after. I have a backlog of games. I used to play Guild Wars 2 from launch up to 2022. Now I have a backlog I get to. Dude, honestly, I need to just start playing some of my backlog as well. I have a backlog as well that I've just been like sitting on for forever. There's some interesting conversation on Reddit on how Ultimate Vault Hunter and new characters work. In what sense? Like, I still want to play the game right now to get some gear and stuff like that. Like, that seems fun to me. But also, another issue I'm having with the game too is like, my difficulty is not even that high. And because I've not found a weapon in 5 ever, it's making the game like super difficult. I'm wondering if Bull made a keyboard that you dislike. Would you be honest enough? Yeah, dude, I'm honest with everybody. I've told you guys, I thought the Pangea Mini suited the design way better than Pangea. Like, Bull's mounting styles are exquisite. I love how Bull does the internals of keyboards a lot. But I didn't... The Pangea full size, I think I even said this when I got it, it's just a lot. And I think it's not my style 100%. But when he made the Pangea Mini, it felt a lot more condensed, and just like that style made more sense on the Pangea Mini. So like in recent times, yeah, Bull's Pangea full size, I would say is like not my cup of tea design wise. Again, he nailed the internals. The board sounded great. But I prefer a little bit of a different full-size style keyboard. You know what full-size board I thought was absolutely insane looking? It was the... oh boy, shit, what was that board called? It was from Key Spencer. It was a really nice full-size board. Now I just don't remember what it's called. It wasn't Diversity, it wasn't Seal, it was... Damn. What was it called now? It wasn't the Fossil. No, it was sold, it was vended through Key Spencer. Can you tell me what you don't like about the Pangea? Oh, the Binu. Yeah. That Binu 103 or something. Yeah, that was gorgeous. I just didn't like, for me, the style just felt like very rounded and bubbly. And when I'm in my head, and again, this is very personal preference based. When I'm thinking like full size board, I'm thinking more like sharp lines, clean, because it already has a lot going on for it. So when the Pangea full size came out, it was just like a lot of like, it was very rounded. It had like that internal frame, so it took away from like the keyboard layout for me. So it just had a lot going on visually, and I thought it had too much going on visually. So visually, I'd pick the intro over the Pangea full size for sure. But sound wise, I do think the Pangea full size has everyone else beat. I think that had to be one of the nicer sounding full sizes I've used. But like, okay, if I was to pick a full size to buy right this instant, I would probably pick the Fossil. I really like the overall like vibe of the Fossil, so. Yeah, but the Fossil has less visual extras to it. So it's very like clean cut. The Athena's also, it's an 1800, kind of full size, but the Athena is also one of those boards where like, okay, sorry, let me rephrase this. The Athena plays on its visual identity. It's a lot on purpose, where I feel like the Pangea full size is kind of like that middle ground, where it's like you're buying it not for, I don't know how to word this properly. I need some time to obviously think my words through. But I think if we're going to compare Athena, the Athena had an overall theme that was executed around the theme, which makes more sense, I guess. So the fossil is not the one I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the one with the cool snake. Oh, no, that's a totally different board. You wish you did the opposite? I still prefer the Pangea Mini. It's like one of my favorite 60s I use. Although I think my favorite styling of any keyboard I've ever used, like one of my favorites still is the Ori. I know why I like the board. I think the Ori, like Bruce did such an amazing job with that board. I fucking love that board, dude. It's one of my favorites in my entire collection. But some people don't like the Ori styling. I think it's gorgeous. Some people absolutely don't like it. But yeah, if Bull made something I don't like, I'd tell him. And even with like stuff we do together, like I tell him all the time, like, okay, we should do this instead, or. But Bull's really receptive to feedback, and same with me. So, do you recommend 7U or 6.25U? I would say use the 7U on this. I don't know. I think, guys, what do you guys think for the TGR? Would you guys do 6.25 or U or 7U? I think 7U on TKLs make the TKL look better. But personal preference at the end of the day. Ow. Jane is 7U. Really, I'm kind of like in the middle. I think both can sound good. Yeah, TKLs are always 7U for me. It's a win key. It's not win keyless, so we have options, but I'm literally looking at it right now. That's why I'm looking off to the side. It's okay to make a board that everyone likes. The beauty of doing something custom. Exactly. And dude, I'll say this again, and this is again very cheesy, but I think the one thing, and truly, like I'm speaking to all of you guys, like from the bottom of my heart, why I love our community, like this thing that we've built together, is, dude, I can tell you guys like straight up, if, for example, let's just say Elquan doesn't like something, I know. And if let's just say it's the opposite, like I don't like something, Elquan likes something, or like we both have different disagreements like on what we don't like. The beautiful thing about what we've started here, like what we've created and had for like the last 5 years, is like me and Elquan are not going to go at each other's throats and not talk to each other because we don't visually like something the same. It's more interesting that we don't have the same styling. Like Elquan loves red keyboards. Red's okay. Like I don't go crazy for red, you know? So I think it's one of those things where it's like, it's refreshing that we've created a community where we can celebrate our differences in a lot of ways and joke around about it and have fun. Whereas, we're not really an echo chamber about not a lot of things. Like we all kind of have our own preferences, and we appreciate that about one another. So, and I think that really kind of leans into what makes this a custom keyboard hobby. But yeah, anyways, it's just nice. It's a nice thing that we have here, and I appreciate everyone for it. There's something for everyone, yeah. We go at Alex's throat for plain chips. Well, yeah, you guys do say that about my plain chips. Yeah, you guys do say that. I love variety. I don't get people complaining about every foam board sounds the same. Yeah, I mean, dude, it's the same energy that people give off about that kind of stuff too, right? Some people get really upset, and dude, if you guys remember, one of the only times I've truly crashed out on stream was there was that one guy who kept just saying over and over again, foam boards like, oh, Owl Labs, Neo, or whatever, so shit, and it was just like repetitive. Like he didn't like something, so therefore everyone shouldn't like something. Ride Bikes, thank you so much for the subs, man. Thank you. And I think that was truly one of the only times I've crashed out on someone being like, can you please shut up? Damn, like, not everyone has to agree with your thought process, and some of us like this stuff. So it's disheartening when people don't allow people to just like be themselves, basically. Coming from the world of cars, it's a zoo of clout and judgment. I love that keyboard builds are so personal and you cannot be wrong. Or you can't be wrong. Dude, I agree. Even when I was doing audio, bro, again, I've told you guys this a million times, I had to leave audio hobby because it was a circle jerk for the same things. And I couldn't deal with it. Like, I'd post my thoughts about something and how I perceived sound, and I'd be told I was wrong. And I'd just be like, all right, I'm the one listening to it right now. So I'm sure maybe the audio hobby is different now. I've heard it's a little better, but thank you again, Ride Bikes. As a woman in the audio hobby, it's rough. Is it still the same then right now? Like, are you currently in it right now? Is it still like very judgmental? I went to go rotate one of my keyboards and there was something rattling inside. Dude, I've had that happen. I've had a stab screw undo itself. To be honest, I'm very jealous of someone who can just get a neoboard with foam and not be addicted to. Dude, thing is, I think we all get a little indoor hobbies sometimes too, you know? Sometimes we all get a little like into the hobbies we're into. Like we really go deep, you know? Do you feel about the same about Smith and Rune? What do you mean feel the same?
Hello, hope
like,
you had a nice Sabbath and so far beautiful Alex less than 3.
Thank you. I hope the subathon is enjoyable for everybody. Yeah, I guess I need to know what you meant by Smith and Rune. Like, do I like their keyboards? They're okay. I like their styling, sort of.
Same reason I love this community. Felt like a safe place to get into the hobby when I started forever ago.
Thank you. I hope it's always going to be like this. So, but yeah, I think the part of Smith and Rune that I don't really like is how they dismissed a lot of like valid criticism and valid concerns that people had, and it was kind of like swept under the rug and then mocked. Which, if you guys remember, even QK had done that at one point, but they actually built on the criticism instead. Like they took that criticism and then they said, okay, yeah, maybe some people had their fun mocking it, but actually we need to start like actually listening to what people want. But I feel like Smith and Rune didn't do that. They kind of just said that criticism is done on purpose. Like, we did those things on purpose. Go fuck yourself type thing. Are there any concerns with the Mizu round 2 run with Ren fucking up colors? I mean, is it going to change from Mizu round 1? It's a round 2, so I have less concerns about it. Also, thank you, D-Chung. Appreciate the gifted, bro. Thank you. Imagine Mr. Beast puts you in a challenge where you stay in a full blue room for 100 days. I would lose. Instantly. QK's sister company did the Link, which is the opposite of a foam board. Oh, I remember the Link, the one with the flexible PCB. That was a bit of a messy board. I wish I kept that. That would have been fun to show you guys like years later. Anyone know whether the Float 65 will go into group buy again? I heard it was supposed to. I think. Like, it's a legit circle jerk in the auto hobby. There's so much pseudoscience, and on top of that, because you are spending thousands of dollars on something so simple as a DAC, a lot of people cope with their purchase. Has to be something oh, dude, yes. I mean, dude, the perceivable difference thing, I fucking understand. I went through the same thing. I convinced myself I heard different things. It's pretty bad, man. You end up in kind of this weird headspace because of it. We're gonna min-max the space bar. We're actually using some fun switches for this, but I do want to min-max the space bar. I feel like that is important for me on something like this. Why is it then people judge so much when I want to buy something like a Ramo Works board or Rukia Round 2? If you want to buy a Rukia Round 2 and you can find one, dude, I won't judge you, I'll just applaud you, bro. What does Milmax do and look like? So these tiny little sockets are Milmax sockets. You can see how small they are. And you're going to insert them through the top of the board. So we only need 2 in this case. And this will create a hot swappable part. I just need to figure out which one this is. I think it's this one. That looks right. And basically they anchor in from the top, and then you solder them in, and then boom, you have a hot swappable keyboard. I'm just gonna put a random switch here for the time being, so I should probably just use the switches this came with. What am I doing? Just find the Proto Tejas old. For which one? Oh, the link? Where's my knife? I'll use scissors. Sounds more useful when I get a solder. Oh yes, it is super useful because some PCBs, honestly, they're just nicer in solder format. So I love these switches. These are, I think these are the Game 1989s or something like that. They're an HMX switch, but these are really nice. Hell yes. Do you have any, do you have to do anything if you solder Milmax? I mean, you're soldering it, so it's basically just the same as normal switches. You just only have to solder one time and then you can pull out the switches. So solder PCBs tend to have way more layout options. Yes, way more layout options. And I think just in general, they're easier to figure out what you want to build with. Some hot swap PCBs are very restrictive. So, although I'm probably going to solder in a few switches here because I think these particular, actually no, we should be fine. Hot swap doesn't work with plateless well. Yes. Well, I've tried it once. I wouldn't recommend it. I would say, yeah, don't do that. How many other Canadians are in chat? I think there's a few people from Canada here. Have you tried Cherry plateless? Yeah, Cherry's good plateless. Like with the Milmax sockets, Dynamite? Ren, you grew up in Montreal? I had no clue. How long were you in Canada for? Oh, he just answered 5 years. Cool. What'd you think? I guess, was it when you were really young or? I live 2 hours from Canada. Does that count? I think so. There are dozens of us. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah, the Canada Post strike. Dude, I'm so over it. Like, I just slowly kind of started using Canada Post again, and now they went on strike again. I have a hot take on that too, but like, it's just, their service lately has been so bad. Like, my mailman though is fantastic. I love the guy. But like, in general, the service has just gotten to a point where it's just not great anymore. So I don't know what people want to do. Like, I don't know what people expect anymore. Yeah. Try Cherry and hot swap. I have. I still don't recommend it. The release that Canada Post is losing 10 million a year. Kind of wacko. Okay. Here is my not so informed of all the details take. Okay, so take that in mind. Canada Post for years, even prior to striking, has been on the decline from the service side of things. I started losing interest in Canada Post years ago when, so this is not recently, this is years ago, when I would order things and I would pay the extra dollars that Canada Post had for like expedited shipping, only for me to get a letter at my front door saying, "We missed you, come pick it up 20 minutes away. And it won't be ready now until 2 or 3 days." That's when I started losing interest in the service. And it's not like I wasn't willing to spend the money on the service. It was just, how do you tell me we'll deliver your stuff in 2 days, but then also you don't want to bring the stuff to the door? So that's kind of like, I think, a lot of people's experience when it comes to why Canada Post became not people's first choice anymore. Because if they actually, like, I think if that one thing changed, people would be fighting for Canada Post workers to, like, yeah, get the raises they want, all that stuff. But the service has just really always been less than lackluster. And right there, that one example happened many times. So I'm not surprised that they're losing money. So, you know, I can pay literally the same amount to UPS and they actually bring it to my door. But yeah. Is the service bad because workers or because the workers have never been paid well enough? I don't know the answer to that, and I'm assuming workers have not been paid the best, which, you know, sucks. But at the same time, like, if my job is to bring someone's package to a door, like, I'm gonna bring it to the door. Like, for me, it's less work than having to write a ticket saying, sorry, we missed you. But CBC had a great explainer. Canada Post has to cover millions of more homes but doesn't have enough workers. And it becomes like, okay, I think for me, like, that makes a lot of sense too. But it comes one of those things where it's like, okay, then they need to sit down and figure out what's the issue. And is the issue that people aren't spending money on their service because the service isn't very good? And truly, so hear me out, as a small business, I loved Canada Post. It was great because their prices are fair. And for the most part, they delivered stuff with no issue. But there was some stuff, and I've had the only time actually people have ever complained is when Canada Post would leave notes at people's doors. And then they'd have to drive 20 minutes or 30 minutes away or however along the way to get those packages. So it became one of those things where it's like, now I have to make a decision of like, do I let my customers and clients down just because I want to like save them $6? And I'll tell you this, I asked people, they would rather pay $15 extra to get something delivered to their door than spend an hour or two of their day and money on gas and their vehicle to get something delivered or to like a local post office and having to go pick it up. So there was a trade-off, and people are willing to spend money on the trade-off. And that's like, to me, that's the big issue. But again, it's a long conversation, and I'm sure there's way more to it. There's way more to it, and there's different perspectives of the conversation, which I'd love to hear one, like, for a lot of times. But like, it seems like a lot of people that I've spoken to end up having this kind of consensus of, yeah, the service just isn't there. The service is stinky. But also, for some reason too, like, again, this is kind of where I lose a little bit of like the context. I always thought Canada Post was supplemented with taxes. So I think that's kind of where, like, when they're saying it's not profitable, I just assumed it wasn't supposed to be. Like, I always assumed that like our taxes cover some of this stuff. So that's why when they're like, oh, we're not making money, I'm just like, what do you mean? Like, why am I paying taxes? Like, I don't get it. So it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's a national service for people. It shouldn't need to be profitable. Yeah, exactly. We're delving into politics. Chad's going wild. Well, I don't actually think this is a very political conversation. I just think it's kind of like, if you pay for something, you should get the service you paid for. I think that's not even like a political thing. Like, that's just like a, I don't know. I would assume that, hey, if you want to order something and it's supposed to come to my door, because dude, this happened to me. The worst time I ever had it was one time I ordered something from Glorious. And actually, if you guys want to laugh, I still think the conversation is in the Glorious Discord from years and years and years ago. I ordered a mouse from Glorious. I paid the extra fee to have it shipped. And at the time, it was shipped with Canada Post. or it was shipped with something that got, moved to Canada Post when it came into Canada. And I don't drive, by the way. So it's shipped here, and then I got a notice on my door saying you have to go pick it up. And I paid for express to-the-door delivery. And then I had to go, because they didn't drop it off at a local place, I had to go 45 minutes one way to go pick up this thing. And it sucked, man. Like, I was like, dude, what? And I was like, why do I have to now spend literally an entire afternoon to go pick up something that I paid to have it go delivered here? And I remember being so upset, and I remember trying to figure out, like, okay, like, I don't want to go spend 45 minutes to go pick up something that I just spent $30 plus in shipping to my house. Like, I could have at that point there, like, that's the convenience I paid for, like, why didn't I have to go pick it up? And I was so annoyed. And I think that was kind of like when I first realized, I'm like, yeah, that's irritating. Reinald, thank you so much for the tier 1.
Reinald 5 gifted a tier 1 sub to Mina Mayhem. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Canada Post is not funded by taxpayer money. It's a financially self-sustaining crown corporation. Damn, honestly, I did not know that. Then they should fund it with taxpayer money in that point there. That is crazy. Then yeah, if it's losing $10 million a year and it's not funded by the government, then yeah, it's gonna shut down at that point there. Like, what are you gonna do? A few years back, I ordered a Switch game that was not only available in Japan. I had to travel 45 minutes to a customs office, pay them to give it to me, and explain them. Wait, why'd you have to explain it? But yeah, it is something. Like, speaking of shipping companies, like, I also hate using UPS for things. Hate it. Absolutely hate it. But oddly enough, UPS is one of the only companies right now that has, like, reasonable rates to ship into the United States. And seems to be the quickest, which sucks. Not getting it delivered to your house and then having to commute sucks. Driving's still gonna suck as well, Alex? I know. I love the night and day difference between UPS for you and me. I use it here in Europe and it's cheap, fast, and never had any issues. It's so bad in Canada. But I think it's something to do with, like, UPS and the way they handle brokerage fees. They're very predatory, I think, and it's very scammy and scummy. Your difficulty with privately owned delivery services is why you need a Crown Corporation option. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of weird things. FedEx is okay. Purelator has been okay too, but it's rare that anyone even uses Purelator, I feel. Purelator is an odd one. DHL here, though, is legitimately, I don't even understand. I think they have teleportation skills. Dude, I remember one time I ordered something, but I heard DHL's kind of like different depending on where you are. But here in Toronto, at the very least, I remember I ordered something from the States in the morning. They dropped it off with DHL in the morning. I kid you not, that evening I got the package. The same day. And it was like a 2-day shipping thing. And it wasn't a fluke thing. I've had that happen many times. So it's pretty fucking crazy. Like, I don't really understand how they got that package to me. But it's crazy, dude. And, like, DHL also has this crazy good brokerage system. Like, it's not complicated. It's not complex. They just tell you, hey, you owe $25 on a package. Would you like to pay it with our thing here? And you're like, hell yes. And you can do it all online. But yeah, it's crazy. I don't even understand how it works. You hate DHL? I'm so curious. So interesting. But yeah, I've also heard people say they've had super bad, like, interactions or just times with DHL in certain areas. So I think it is area dependent, as with most things. Depends on who works there, I live in Northern Ireland, and it takes 3 days for UPS to get to me. DHL does the same journey, 18 hours for half the price. Okay, that's crazy, half the price. Blanc, I'm gonna just answer the client here because they asked if I want to do mill maxing for the mods. We're gonna stick with, or I guess just switch different switches. Let's stick with HMX for the mods, except for the spacebar. My thought process and the reason why I normally recommend this, these mods aren't as influenced by different switches like the spacebar is. So I think if we leave these here, it's fine. If we really need to, I can desolder these four. But I'd rather just do this one here. If you'd like, I can mill max these particular ones. But just for a variety of things that I don't feel like getting into too many details, I would rather just mill max the spacebar. Sometimes to get into it, sometimes I've had it where even that little bit kind of makes the keycap feel a little bit weird, but people saying DHL is good while they're literally screwed me so hard yesterday actually hurts. I want to know the full story of Metallics. You got to let us know. I've definitely had DHL like fumble once or twice, but I mean, it's bound to happen. Oh, I still need more switches. DHL has never failed to deliver my front door. All their delivery services have at one point. I mean, I've had DHL fail twice, but it was handled and rectified almost immediately by their customer service. Which again, I am such a strong believer, and if you have good customer service, then your failures can become wins for companies. Obviously, you want to learn from those failures, but if you have good customer service, if you take care of your clients and customers and just people, people will come back and use you even though you failed them once. This is a plate fork, the blue tool that I'm using. Alex, how's that mystery UPS bill that got over $1,000? You guys want to know the story? It's still ongoing. It's still pending. Okay, the update to that story. Dude, this is frustrating as fuck. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. So, a customer sent me a board. Long story short, to get you caught up to speed in case you guys missed it, there was a like $960 UPS bill. And I said, hell no, send this board back. The client doesn't even want to pay this. Like, what is this fee? What is this fee? So they sent it back. The client resent it, and now there was only magically $80. So they told me not to worry about the original $950, $960 fee. They said that'll disappear because we sent it back. I said, okay, sure. About a month or two later, I ended up getting a notification saying I owed interest on the $950. And it was like $55 in interest. And I'm like, no. And then I called them. They said, don't worry about that. That's just going to go away. The next month, the same thing happened. And then the month after that, the same thing happened. My third conversation with them was what I last let you guys like know about and kept you guys updated on. Basically, they told me, you're right. You don't have to worry about it. We're waiving the bill. They gave me a code that tells me the status of the ticket.
God damn, dude.
Thank you, dude. Our barista, thank you so much. I appreciate the subs. Thank you, dude. They let me know the ticket, and to this day, it's still not closed. So
God damn, dude.
that and another issue I had to call about UPS like about 2 weeks ago, and they told me straight up like, yeah, the ticket's still not closed. We'll let you know when it's closed. But yeah, according to them, I still owe interest for something I never got. So it is.
God damn, dude.
It is weird, bro. It is weird. DNA, thank you so much, man, for the gifted. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. But yes, it's still an ongoing issue.
God damn.
And to them, I still owe money. Thank you, man. Alrighty. We're going to start soldering this bad boy in now. Why is this particular switch not switching in here? Huh? Ow. Alright. Let's just make sure all these are pressed in. That's some wild customer service. Yeah. Actually, I have another UPS story. I got yelled at the other day. I wasn't even upset or anything. I was just asking a question and they yelled at me. This is exactly why, like, I don't want to use UPS. Their customer service is fucking terrible, dude. But I got yelled at by UPS the other day. I called in to ask a simple question. Why something had a fee. It made no sense. And the person I called into wouldn't even let me get a word in edgewise. They just kept saying, call this number because it's not UPS's problem. So I called the number they gave me, which was a number in Washington, and it was like a very like, you've called like the Washington something. It was like some crazy like government thing. I ended up waiting to talk to someone in Washington for this. Washington told me, oh no, that's UPS's problem. Like UPS is the one that handled all this. And when I called back into UPS, they basically told me they're not sure because it's confusing. So it was so stupid. Yeah, ask mom, ask dad. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Hot potato customer service. Yeah. All right. While I solder, we're going to do the next giveaway here, guys. Wind Exless. Let me tell you guys, a lot of the times, like, going further with these tickets sometimes just isn't fucking worth it. It is not worth... Hold on, guys. I haven't set it up yet. It is not worth going further with some of these tickets. Sometimes it's better just to accept the slap on the wrist, whether you've lost 10 or 15 bucks, than spending hours and days of your time and, like, energy trying to solve this stuff. I know it's stupid and it sucks in the long run, but, like, it's just not worth the energy. And this is how sometimes these companies get away with this bullshit, but... Good luck, everyone. Again, I want to... Dude, let me just thank you guys again for even allowing us to get to this point in this particular channel that we are allowed to give away boards like this. That I am able to give away boards like this. Thank you guys, truly, from the bottom of my heart. Like, it is so cool that I'm at a point right now where I'm able to give back to you guys in what feels like maybe thousands of dollars worth of keyboards. Like, to me, that was a dream that I had a long time ago. Like, how cool would this be? And we're able to do it now. I'm hoping it just continues to be like a cooler and cooler environment that we get to be in. That we can constantly do things like this. Because I've heard some amazing stories about, people who've won giveaways. I've just heard good stories to people who just participate in the stream on the daily basis. So thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. I always hope this place is like fun and just relaxing to hang out with. So Cass, if I could right now, bro, you should make me matching stickers of you and me, and I'd stick them on my soldering equipment, bro. You know why? Because me and you belong together, right, Cass? Love you, buddy. Thank you. All right, let me go get my soldering iron set up here.
Damn, dude.
Get this out of the way. Thank you, Elquan. Appreciate that, man. Today, I'm actually going to clean up and reorganize how I do my soldering stuff. And I'm also going to hang up. I bought a new... Let me show you guys. I went to IKEA.
Shipping luck.
I got this. Because my old one is... I'm going to do something different with the white one, and I'm going to put the brown one up now. So nice. On the wall.
Gorkus Film gifted a tier 1 sub to M4 to Zone.
Dude, these little pegboards aren't a bad price. It's just a pegboard. They're a pretty good price. They're like 25 bucks, I think. And I already have all the little attachments because I got so many of them. So, yeah, they're really nice. Do you change house? Oh, I moved about a year ago. A little over a year ago now. All right, let's warm up the iron. No, we have not revealed the new collaboration stuff. We're not even ready yet. I don't even know if Bull's placed the order for the new prototypes yet, but my Monstera plant's right here. I want real plants, but I'm in a basement, so like I can't have real plants, unfortunately. I don't think any real plants would work down here, but it's not in view anymore. That's the only thing that's not in view. I think, okay, this is a later on project. I really want to do something with this where I put like plants and keyboards behind me. So a UV lamp would work. I mean, maybe I'd be able to do that. That was a year ago. Damn, someone clicked 2 times speed. Dude, yup. Sometimes I forget too, like how fast time has been moving. So I get you. Would grow lights? Okay. If I want plants in the basement, would grow lights be detrimental to any, like, are they bad for you? Like, I don't really know anything about UV light stuff, so no, I'm not in a condo anymore. I'm in a basement. Grow light for weed. What PCB and switches are on the Jane? This is a... Actually, I'm not sure what kind of PCB this is, but these are HMX like 1989s or something. The game switches. Should be fun to use. Are they bad for your eyes? Can't believe I managed to find you live. What's up, Liz? How you doing? They're bad for eyes? Okay, then I have to really think on how I want to do that. I would love to put plants, man. Would succulents be okay? Maybe I'll do succulents then. That actually sounds like something more up my alley anyways. Hi, Fall. How you doing? I'll do about half the PCB, then we'll draw the winner for the X-list. Again, if you guys do win, the giveaway details are an exclamation point giveaway. I do ask you pay for shipping. That is the only ask I have. And I love being transparent with you guys. I used to, be able to afford the shipping, but honestly, guys, the shipping costs mixed in with like the increased cost of everything else, it's just like usually when I ran giveaways, I'd be like, it would cost me at the end of the day, I think like a few $100, and it'd be fun to do. These days, unfortunately, just because like lots have changed, it ends up costing me, if I were to do shipping too, it'd probably end up costing me about $1,000 to $1,500. Not including, well, okay, sorry, that is including it because I have to factor that, but it end up costing me about $1,000+, and it's just too much these days. By the way, Minecraft server still using Cubamon? It's using Culbaverse. I was gonna get on last night, but I told myself I had to finish Borderlands before I started playing Minecraft.
Watching a lot of videos of yours before, I'd like to build an EO 60 core one day, but the stabilizers lubing always scare me, haha. Got a bad experience with Lucky 65 V2 unfortunately.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for the sub, Lizard. I think stabilizers are actually really fun and easy. If you hang around the streams, we already did our stabs today, but literally I can go through it nice and slowly and show you how to do stabs. I think stabs are actually very easy if you can get a rhythm for them, Alex is going to be cooked. Alex is going to be cooked when he reaches the last part of the story? For which one, sorry? For Borderlands? Already finished Borderlands. I finished it last night. I think you could buy XHT BDZ and make all stabs ticking and rattling. XHT BDZ is actually like a little trickier than some people think. It's not as easy as you'd think. You managed to run Borderlands with frame generation and on 1080p. Okay, I actually have an embarrassing story to tell you guys. I was like, bro, my computer's a beast. I got a 4070. I'm running with frame gen at about 120 frames per second. I realized last night that I was on 1080p. I was on 1080p the entire time. So, whoops. I actually tried to run it on 1440p last night, and I was, even with frame gen, barely getting like 65 frames on 10 and 1440p. It was fucking bad. But honestly, at 1080p, the game still looks fine, so like it didn't hurt my feelings at all. But dude, yeah, even with frame gen at 1440p, terrible performance. So yeah, I just turned it back to 1080p last night. We, GF and I, have set up multiple Barina T5 grow lights in our living room for several months and haven't noticed any difference. Okay, so you guys are like good then. Is that a good brand? We don't look directly at them. Okay, so as long as you don't look directly at them. It's 1080p and I think it's using the DLSS or DLSS upscaling stuff, but there's definitely a difference, sort of, when you look at the sharpness. It wasn't that bad at 1080p, so it wasn't that bad. Talking about support reminded me, my friend got hacked a few months ago. His IG Ubisoft account, Epic Games, oh damn! Out of all of them, Microsoft never gave him back his account, even after giving them the serial number of his old Xbox. Even Ubisoft gave him his account like 3 hours and 3 a.m. Dude, Microsoft support, I've never had luck with. Never, ever had luck with, dude. Upscaling from or to? Upscaling from 1080 to my screen resolution, which is 1440p. You know, I don't ever think I'm going to go back to a 4K monitor. Honestly, I switched from 4K to 1440p and I don't miss 4K. 1440p really is the sweet spot. What screen size? 27 inch. Yeah, I'm using 1440p for 144 hertz. Literally, like, loving it. Actually, I think my monitor is 165 hertz, but now I have to double check. It's so good. I've never had an issue running a game at 1440p. I'm using DLSS. Solid 70 frames. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Borderlands is a bit aggressive with how much it demands from the computer, but it's still runnable. 27 inch is perfect for 1440p. Yeah, dude. And the monitors are so much more affordable. Never switching back, bro. I totally agree, dude. 1440p is awesome. I have one of those OLED ones, and damn, you really can't tell the difference. Dude, same. I got one of the OLED ones, too, and you cannot tell the difference at all. Even when I was using the backup monitor, which was like my girlfriend's old one, it was a 1440p monitor as well. Literally, I was like, man, low-key, I regret even spending money on the 4K one back in the day. Yeah, macOS is a bit different, though. But for Windows, dude, 1440p, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I regret updating my 120 to 240. Do you notice a big difference or not really? Is that kind of one of those things where you're like, man, I wish I don't notice it personally? Because, dude, we have tried a 500 hertz monitor, and I literally cannot tell the difference. Maybe I'm just bad at playing video games, but we tried a 500 hertz one, and it did not make a big difference for us. 120 to 240 is certainly different, but not insane. I haven't tried 240 yet. That is one that I haven't tried, but I did try 500. It was set to run at 500. It was an Alienware one, that 500 hertz Alienware we tried out, and we played Valorant on it, and it was running at 500 frames per second, because Valorant's not that hard to run, but dude, I was like, man, I think my 144 is perfect, so. 240 is noticeable from 120, it goes diminishing returns. Oh, I don't remember what panel it was, Muppets. Actually, come to think about it, is my panel 165 or 144? Low-key, I want to go find my receipt and figure that out. Actually, you know what? I am halfway done the PCB, I think. So let's finish the giveaway here. Closing the giveaway for the Wind Exilus now. Drawing a winner, and the winner is Big Boss. Congratulations, Big Boss. Big Boss is the winner. Is Big Boss there? Congratulations, boss. Let's see if Big's there. He sold the world. Yes, Big Boss is here. What's up, Big Boss? Congratulations. Congrats. Let me write you down here. Dude, if you have the time, can you send me a message? That would be excellent. Thank you. So nice. See you. Thank you so much for the Prime. Thank you, dude. But yeah, congratulations, man. Big Boss is the winner. Gets a little Wind Exilus. Well, actually, quite a large Wind Exilus, but still little, I guess. Okay. At 900 subs, the Kohaku. Was waiting for the Kohaku. Hey, you know what, man? Exilus just as good, bro. Exilus just as good. Ungrateful. Let's do this. All right. Now, at... what's it called? 900 subs, Kohaku. After 5 giveaways, I finally won. Well, congrats, man. No, I was mistaken. I was thinking about something. I thought the Wind Exilus was 850. That's why I thought it was 850 subs. It's the next one's at 900, and then if you guys want, I'll do the stretch goal at 1,000 subs. But I don't know. We'll see if we even get there. Kiss giveaway at 1,000 subs. I'll give you guys that for free. You don't even stress. Ain't no stressing. Give you away at 1,000. Damn. Toe cam at 1,000. Actually, I don't think you guys want to see my toes at the moment. My girlfriend and I, kind of gross, we decided to do one of those foot peel things. We bought one of those like foot peel things from Winners for like $10 like a year ago and just have never used it. And because she broke her foot, we're like, now's a great time to do it. And I'm never doing it again. I am never ever doing that again. I can't believe I was coerced into doing that stuff. I am never ever doing that thing again, dude. It basically just like, it's kind of like a pumice stone where it kind of like, you know, but yeah, it is like just making your skin shed and stuff. One and only time I'm ever doing that. Low-key kind of hurts to walk on it a little bit too. Results worth it though? I guess. Big Boss, if you can, just message me on Twitch. It's a little easier for me to manage. Discord's not super great for me to manage. Real talk though, did you finally burn GMK Greg? Oh no, it's still here. It's on the what board is that called again? The F-140. Calluses are ugly, but they also protect you. Maybe that's why it kind of hurts to walk on some of my feet, or my feet right now, because low-key my calluses are all kind of going away because of this stupid thing. I'll pass on anything that makes your skin peel off. Yeah, like I said, never again. I thought it would be kind of like a fun, like, instant experience, but apparently this takes like several days to do, so... Alex, will you take me on a date on NK at 900 subs? Maybe. You're coming for sure, Adam? How many days ago? It took me like 5 days for my feet to get normalized. We did it about 4 days ago, and it just started to peel for me today. So, how do I DM you on Twitch? I think you should just be able to... You know, that's a really good question. I think you should just be able to DM me on It's like the whispers. You know what, Big Boss? If it makes more sense, just message me on Discord. I'll write you down as a Discord message as well. Thank you, by the way. Oh my God, Rar, thank you so much for the gifted, man. And also Cracked, thank you so much for the gifted as well, dude. Holy smokes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you.
God damn, dude.
Burn, thank you so much as well, man. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it. You're late? Who's late? Goddamn, dude. Goddamn, for real. I hope we make it to exactly $8.99 by the end of the giveaway, and then Alex throws the Kohaku in the trash. Oh, is that the rule? Do I just throw out the board if we don't hit the goal? I didn't know that. As someone I got a sub, thank you for whoever did that. Yeah, thank you guys. Looks like I'll be dumpster diving then. Low-key same. Okay, I need to tighten this later. Gotta remember to repair my soldering gun afterwards. What switches are you using? These are HMX, one of the game series ones. I don't remember the exact name for this. It's one of the game series ones, though. $19.89. That's this one, yeah. '80s retro, 1989. Wait, are you for real? Yes, sir. Dude, Gork, thank you so much for the subs, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you, thank you.
God damn, dude.
You know what, though? Mad respect to this Switch choice, because low-key, everyone I know who's ever done a TGR build that has sent one in, I feel like has been Milky Yellows or Cherry. So mad respect to these. Can I know, is the Windex a proto? Yes, actually, that's something I should probably mention to you, Big Boss. It is a prototype. There's nothing wrong with it, but it is the only version. Where did I put it? I don't remember where I put it now. It's the only version that has a different size spacebar on the left side.
God damn.
So it is kind of unique in that sense because they stopped making it because it's technically wrong, but it is kind of fun because it's unique in that sense. Thank you, Adam. W mod. This Adam guy, big W mod, bro.
God damn.
W mod. Bah, thank you so much. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s, man. No, he's not screwed if the PCB fails. It's the PCB and the plate that are wrong. So if he gets the PCB, if the PCB somehow fails in the future, he would just have to buy a new PCB and plate, and it just works. It's just literally the PCB that was incorrectly done. Actually, it's not even the plate, it's just the PCB. Wasn't there a mystery board at 850? No, I think I said I was going to do that at 1,000. Did I say 850 for a mystery board or something? I can't remember a mystery board being at 850. Main event? Did I? Do you guys want a mystery board? Instead of at 1,000? Yeah, I thought it was the other person. Well, I'll let you guys pick. I'll let you guys pick. Lane, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the gifted, dude. What did you plan for the 1,000? I was gonna do the FMJ at the 1,000. That's what I was gonna do. Not really a secret, but... Valorant's been gifting stuff. Thank you again, Lane. Not my FMJ? Clean shave? Absolutely not, dude. That is craziness. The FMJ is an old board that I bought for... I don't even want to talk about it. Back when I was not really healthy with buying things with keyboards. But it's kind of an OG board, and it's honestly really cool. Kind of has some history. It's been a collector's item of mine, but I don't really use it. So, Alex, how much would someone have to pay you to buzz? Like buzz the top of my head? Or buzz my beard? Like, okay, when you're saying buzz the top of my head, are you legitimately saying go bald or just like buzz cut? Because I want to clarify. Half the beard and half the head? Oh, no way, dude. But what do you guys think? Was the issue with my board even when dried the stabilizer mushy? Did you use the stabilizer pads? Those might make it mushy. And if they were cherry clip-ins or something too and you didn't clip them, that'll make them mushy. Broccoli cut? Oh, gosh. Okay, someone said full bald. Dude, Sparkles, thank you so much. I appreciate the 5 tier 1s. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, man. Clean shaven? Okay, guys, I'm gonna be real. It'd be funny to do a buzz cut. I look terrible with a buzz cut, by the way. That'd be funny. I would never do the clean shaven. Bro, I don't even want to look at, like, truly, I think I would be hella depressed looking at myself looking with no beard. I don't look good with no beard, bro. I've done it one time by accident, and it looks terrible. So, I'm gonna be 100 with you guys. I don't think there's a dollar amount in the world that I would do for no beard. Thank you, Warfinger. Appreciate it, man.
God damn, dude.
Thank you. 1,000 sub shave head? No, that's gonna be a keyword at 1,000 subs. If we hit 1,000, it'll be the FMJ. But oh god, Elquan, thank you so much for the 5 tier 1s, man. Speed, thank you so much for the tier 1, man. Appreciate you. Annie, thank you very much. Appreciate you, man. Can you check my 1,000 subs? Was that?
God damn, dude.
Well, let's pause here from soldering. I'm not really in a rush today. We did it, guys. We did it. We're gonna run a Kohaku now. So nice. A buzz cut would be so clean.
A tier 1 sub to Takataman_.
Okay,
They
I
have
want you
given
guys to
4
really
gift
try to
subs
picture
in the
it.
channel.
My ears stick out. I don't think I look good in a buzz cut. Personally. Try to picture it. It's not going to look good. I've done it by accident once. Well, actually, I've done it a few times where like my haircut's just been so bad that I've just cut it off.
Damn, dude.
So I don't think it'll look good. But, okay. Here's what's going to happen. This is a Kohaku we're giving away. Hold on. It hasn't started yet. It hasn't started. Again, winner pays for shipping. Thank you guys for even letting us hit this. This is crazy. You guys can enter now. I just hope that whoever wins this enjoys it. Obviously, I'm not going to police how you use the board. If you end up like not liking it and want to get rid of it, then that's up to you. Please just don't do it in my server. I think that would be kind of a hurt in my heart. I hope you guys like it. Thank you guys for letting us even get this far. Cyber, thank you again for the subs as well, man. So thank you guys. We'll just let this run for like a minute and a half here, and then we'll just draw the winner. But that really does complete it. If we want, we can give another one at 1,000, being the FMJ 80. So we can do another one at 1,000 if you guys want. But there probably will be a small Christmas one. I think this is probably the craziest giveaway that I've ever done, considering we had boards like the Key Cult. What else have we did? We had a Key Cult. We had both DK1 boards, a Parabolica, the Polygon 7, Kohaku.
I forgot to send my sub message, suggestion for 1k subs. Share your screen and message Mike asking him to resell Adam's NK meetup ticket for 1 unit of dollar for our entertainment.
I don't think Mike would know what I was talking about. I think he would be like, who? Not to slight Adam, but he I don't think Mike knows like our stream, you know? I think he would just be like, what are we even saying? And Mike don't know me like that. Only I know Adam like that, dude. All right. Giveaway is closing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know why I'm nervous. Winner is Cheese. Congratulations. Congratulations, Cheese. Whoa. Congrats, man. Very, very big win for Cheese. Cheese has been here for a fucking minute. 2021 was Cheese's first message. Damn. Little bit of a lurker. Love Cheese, though. Cheesemon. Well, it says in chat. Cheesemon, not Cheeseman. Cheesemon. Congratulations. Oh, damn. Someone really wants to know the Cloud9 Makima Round 2 stream. Sorry for not responding, Mick, but it will be in about a month. It got moved. It was not my fault. It got moved. But congrats, Cheese. Congratulations, man. Adam said absolutely not, dude. Congrats. I hope you enjoy it, Cheese. I really hope you enjoy it, bro. Let me write you down here. Damn, Cheese is an OG. 2021
wow,
was his
Alex
first
just
message.
taking Anax and Adam out with that one. Anet's
Was that
idea,
when I started streaming,
dumb,
Cheese?
Adam who?
I don't even know. Was it 2020 or 2021? Damn, that makes me happy. What's the Kohaku built with? I don't remember. May I ask if there's any dents or scratches on your boards? Not anything that I give away, unless it's mentioned, which this time there's one, but there's one scratch on a board. It's a Wave 60, but there's no Wave 60s in existence in North America, so. But I don't really, it's been a long time since I've ruined one of my own boards by accident. The last board I ruined, but like accidentally ruined, was my Rama U80. That was such a sad thing. Yippee, thanks guys. Cheese. Congrats, man. Congrats. Does it bother you? Sorta it does, but it is what it is. What am I supposed to say? Congrats, Cheese. That is crazy, man. Congratulations, dude. Cheese, just message me and then I will get your details. There will be one more giveaway if you guys want at 1,000 subs. We'll give away the FMJ 80, which, you know, in my humble opinion, is the coolest board that I have in my collection almost. One of the coolest. But that'll only run to the end of the stream. It's an OG FMJ. It's not one of the new rounds of FMJs, so. It is a very interesting engraved weight on the inside, and it has at the time, one of the most like coolest PCBs that I had seen, so it just made me want it. It's a very cool board, but it's also a very stealthy cool board, so. Thank you, Crown. I appreciate the 10 tier 1s, man. Thank you, dude.
God damn, dude.
It also has an integrated cable, too, which is kind of funny, so. It's a... Yeah, it's not a cable that you can swap out. It's a cable that I had to solder into the board. What makes the PCB so cool? Does it do backflips? It could. I'm actually typing on an NCR FMJ today. Oh, really? That's a cool board, too. I think I made it a USB-C. Well, it's not anything, actually. It's just a USB-A, because it plugs into the computer. But I think it's actually on a Limo connector. Can we get a live demo of the backflips? I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Using the 1.6mm PCB from McLovin for this board, definitely a worthwhile upgrade. Oh, that's true. You can probably swap out the PCB too. McLovin PCBs are really good. Oh, there's no giveaways at the moment. If we hit 1,000, we'll do a giveaway, but none at this current time. Alright, I'm going to quickly wash my hands. Let me just make sure I soldered everything. May I ask where you got the desk shelf I saw on your Insta? This one here? This one here is from Grovemade. It was the only company that was doing this combination of cork and maple and a little bit of aluminum. So I bit the bullet and I spent the money on it, even though I really didn't want to. Grovemade stuff is crazy expensive. All I want to say is congrats, Alex, on hitting the goal, man. Well, I'm just happy we get to give some fun stuff away. That's all I'm happy about, man. The subathon definitely helps like fund more stuff in the future for this kind of stuff, but it's pretty cool that we're able to give something like this away. I feel like very blessed that we're even able to. Great seeing everyone in the community coming out. Yeah, man. I'll run another giveaway. Dude, I'll try to make it better. I don't know if I can possibly make it better than this one because it's a Kohaku and I know those are like really sought after. But I'll try to do another really big giveaway for Christmas time. I'll see what I can scrounge up. I don't want to give away any of those boards though, and it like I like the Event Horizon. I like the Moon Tower. I've already given one away. The Toxic Corn I don't want to, and then I have another Kohaku, but like that's also one I'd like to keep. I have a few boards I don't want to give away. Like actually, the board that it will always remain in my collection forever and always actually is this one right here. I would, even if I end up hating keyboards down the road, I would never give away this. This is my absolute. This is truly my #1 favorite keyboard. Even though I don't use it, it is my favorite keyboard in my entire collection because it has a lot of meaning to me. It's called the Alex 40. Yes, it's the Japanese one, yeah. It is one of the more unique boards, and it has such a cool story behind it. It technically can even be wireless, but I don't have a battery for it. It's not super great to type on, and the mounting style is like a weird pseudo O-ring bottom mount, but it is so fun and so unique. Very cool. Put it back on display here. That's the one board that will remain in my collection forever and always. But giving away batches of switches modded by you would be a really cool idea. Technically, so this is the funny part about this, Silver. Most of the keyboards I give away today have switches I've modded. Like, there's a few boards that I gave away today, or I guess in the last week, that, dude, I'm not gonna lie, there was one board that I had vintage switches in. Not this giveaway, but last giveaway. And I looked at the switches and I'm like, bro, I don't feel like desoldering this, and also it'd be kind of cool if someone got this. But like, it was like a batch that I bought that I was really happy about. and I just installed them in that board I was giving away, but I ended up giving those away. So yeah, a lot of them end up having like stuff that I've modded. So I'd love to watch a video of you talking about your permanent collection. Maybe we can just make a stream about that. I don't think I need to do a video. I think a stream would be really cool because I can answer questions and stuff too. All right, no further ado, let's start putting this keyboard together. Could you dress up and be the keyboard Santa for keyboard? I mean, I could. I can try. Maybe. Keyboard Santa sounds funny though. Well, I don't have a good source for vintage switches anymore. My sources have all stopped sourcing. None of my sources do stuff anymore, which is a bit of a bummer. But, yeah. Damn, it's a crazy artisan we're going to put on this keyboard today. Alright, now, what parts do I need next? What part is this? The one guy I used to buy from, like 2 or 3 years ago, straight up just doesn't have any more ways to source anything. And then, yeah, honestly, Cabu, I'm with you, bro. These days, I just prefer just like the stuff I normally use. Ooh, this is sick too. So this is the internal weight. Cool. Was this Cerakote? I don't even know. Was this the actual color for this? This is a commission build. I'm just gonna put all this stuff on the floor. We got the Toblerone. Put that there. Then we have the back plate. No, this will be the last board for the day. I didn't really have another board planned because we were supposed to do, technically it was supposed to be this and the Cloud9 round 2, but the Cloud9 got postponed. They asked me if I could delay it. It's not a big deal, so I said sure, but it did get delayed. This is going to be a fun one to put together. Let's put the O-ring on. This O-ring, you gotta be a little careful with the switches here. Alright, O-ring has been attached. And let's grab our screws and screwdriver. Be careful, this board has its own insurance. Yeah, well. Are the stains inside bottom case of the Ano? Long story short, the Cerakote I think did a really good job. But there was some, and I've already went over this with the client, not to discredit any effort the Cerakote person put into this, but I believe this was all Cerakote black. I don't think this was anodized, because this doesn't have the same sheen. But it does look like there are some imperfections on the Cerakote. Like even over here, there's a bit of like a smudginess. There's some like, you know, other bits and pieces that were Cerakoted, like not to perfection, I'd say. There was even a little bit of a, I don't know what that is, scuff, something, maybe a piece of white paint that got put there. But it's very cool. But yeah, it's not like this was the original Ano or anything. Also a bunch of blue. Yeah, there's also some random stuff. No, it's on purpose. Alright, I guess we should do the inside weight first. Now, we gotta play the game of which switches and screws go where. Not switches, but screws. So, time to play this game. Cerakote is really durable, though. So, I think these are these ones. Because these aren't countersunk. I'm like 90% positive it's these four. Yeah, okay. Shiny screws are for the plate? Then which ones are these? Because these are not countersunk screws. Or maybe they are countersunk, I just can't see. No, they're not. Let's see. Let's see if we can figure this out, guys. It's not these. Is it these? Actually, it might be these 4 right here. Yeah, I think it's these 4. These ones right here. There's only 4 this particular style anyways. This is definitely a collector's piece for sure, dude. True Blaze, what's up, man? How have you been, bro? Oh no, this is definitely not it. Maybe it is these guys. Yeah, it's this one for sure. This is the only one that would fit. Oh, there's different sizes to this. Okay, I think it's just these. Okay, I think I got it. By the way, the weight is not centered because of the alphas are slightly to the left. Yes, this is for the alphas. So this would cover basically this portion of the board. A lot of boards actually do this kind of style, where they only cover a portion of it. And that's to help bounce sound a little different. Okay, there's that. Now we're gonna put in this guy. Let's do this. And then this guy goes here. Me, you, and Avo going for a shot at NK. I'm down. Is Avo going to be there too? I didn't know Avo was going to be at the NK meet. Dude, this looks actually really cool put together now, guys. Oh, hell yeah. This looks sick. Oh, this really came together once we put those pieces in. Hell yeah, dude. All right, now this part here. I'm pretty sure it's these screws. Pretty sure anyways. This goes here. What keycaps? Oh, Zen Pond, I think. Thank you, Shy. Appreciate the 9 months, man. Actually, the only thing I don't think I see here are the feet. Blanc, do you have feet for this, or do you need me I have some extra feet. Could you sign the CF backplate on the inside or outside of it, Blanc? Like this side with the TGR logo and stuff, or the inside of it where you can't see? I'll let you pick. All right, let's see if I remember how to do all the rest of this now. So, the Toblerone goes in last, I'm pretty positive. These, I don't know if these go in here. It's pretty cool, actually. Outside? Okay, I'll do that last then with the silver permanent marker. Just coming back, did I miss the Kohaku giveaway? Yeah, I just missed it, Meta. But we have another one at 1,000 if we somehow hit it by the end of stream. Not another Kohaku, but just another giveaway. Alright, now this should just slip in like this. And this just goes in like that. Then these small ones get put in here. There we go, perfect. Oh, dude, this is coming together, man. This is looking cool. This is looking very interesting right now. Oh, damn, I still forgot to align my camera the other day. I misaligned it when I was putting it back up because I had to take it down for a moment. Gotta redo that, actually. Looking good, looking good. Do you prefer WinKeyless TKL or WinKey? When I was strictly a Windows guy, I would like WinKeyless all day. Now that I use Mac, unfortunately, I do need that key. I unfortunately do have to use that key, or I find it very difficult to use the Mac system. So, like, I prefer it. It is not something that I visually prefer. I just need it there for the sake of not going crazy, so. Although, why do I feel like I'm missing screws? Maybe I'm supposed to not use these ones for this? Okay, hold on. Windows is god-awful, I assume. For working, I couldn't get behind it. Silver screws holding the Toblerone? Okay. Let's get rid of these screws then. Oh, you're right. It might be these 4 screws here. The longer screws don't... Yeah. It's just these 4 that I mistook. That would make sense. The silver screws, these had to be longer. They're the same screw, just different. These ones need to be a little longer here. What's your favorite humidity level? Oh, actually, great question. I think when humidity hovers around, personally, when it hovers around 40 to 50, I feel good. Yeah, there's a lot of screws to this board. It's just the way that they have made it, so it's a little weird. 33%? I'm like good around 40 to 50. Anything higher than that, and you can miss me with that shit, bro. Just leave me alone. Get me out of that particular situation. I'm not about that. Okay. Now this just goes like this. It's coming together. Dude, this looks sweet now. Actually, this turned out really good. This turned out really good now that we've seen it together. The carbon fiber back on this looks really hot. 50 is hard to breathe for asthma. Feels like you're swimming in air. Really? I don't think 50 is like... I think, dude, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm like jaded. We had some 70, 80 days this year, and I thought that was too much. So like, usually I aim for about 50-ish. I didn't know 50 was hard to breathe for asthma. That I thought it was pretty like what's a standard humidity level then? I thought 40 to 50 was considered standard. I guess it depends on where you live, I suppose, too. But what would be considered a normal humidity level? 40. Okay, so I wasn't so far out of the realm of correct. Isn't humidity Betty for asthma? I have no clue. I have to sneeze. God damn. I live in a rainforest and it hovers 80 to 100. I don't even want to know what 100 feels like. Is that just like taking a shower at that point? What does 100 even feel like for humidity? Bless you. Thank you, guys. Actually, hold on. I have some feet. Weirdly enough, I took out feet. So I will. Okay, that's actually crazy. I don't even know why I took these out this morning. Maybe it was a sign. But yeah, I have feet ready to go for this. I took this out saying, oh yeah, if I need this, I'm going to keep it on my desk for future builds. Because I found a pack of feet. So pretty lucky, I guess. Huh. Feet on my mind. Whoa, actually, this turned out sick, guys. This turned out pretty cool. Ooh, yeah, this is sick. I do have to admit, the red Jane with the carbon fiber back over here is really slick, dude. This is the slickest Jane I've ever seen. Toblerone looking sweet. When you flip it over, you get some of that design over here. Almost makes you forget the fact that this is not a USB-C. Here's the front. Actually, these switches go really well with this board. This is a good combination for this. Yeah, dude, this turned out really nice. Oh, show the kanji. I was going to read it. Here's the back again. If you guys want to see. I don't know what it says exactly, but this looks really cool. A little bit of like some Cerakote, whatever you want to call it there, but warm your heart. So it has like a dragon on this side, which I think looks super sick. And then on this side, it has like a lion or something. Really cool. Well, now we get the honors. Well, I have to clean up first. But then we're going to put the keycaps on. Taste test? Oh, I don't know about that. Aurora would look good on this, but I think Zenpon. The client chose Zenpon. I think Zenpon's an excellent choice for this. Now, I think this is the enter key, the novelty for it. Oh, dude, Zenpon's an excellent choice for this. Oh yeah, I hope I put the right... Yeah, I did. Perfect. And we'll play around to see what spacebar ends up sounding the best. This is shift? No, this is not shift, is it? I'm pretty sure this is the enter key for the novelty, no? Or am I incorrect on that? You guys can, like, correct me if I'm wrong. That is enter, okay. I was pretty positive. Might put that. Might also put this. No, that's just in it being in it. One day I won't fall for it anymore. I guess this is... I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'll put that to the side. Maybe that's supposed to be the short enter key. I see ISO enter key. You're supposed to use that kappa. The ISO is nice for this. Did the client mention how they did the decals in there? I assume Cerakoter. You'd have to ask the client. I don't know if the client's in chat right now, like participating in chat, because they're on Discord DM with me, but oh, apparently the quote is from Demon Slayer. Says set your heart ablaze. Oh, actually this is kind of like a Demon Slayer kind of thing. Yeah, kinda. Can I DM you on Discord if I have a question about the board? I'm going to bed now. Yeah, dude, go for it. I probably won't answer today, or right after stream, I should say, because I'm gonna get up and go do some errands after this. But I will definitely answer ASAP. Hey, it's me, the client. Make sure you remember to put in the right address. Oh. Yeah, okay. This does not go here. I can already tell this is going to have a really fun sound signature. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be really nice. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with the bottom row right now. There's shift. Perfect. Stabs are feeling egg salad. It's going to be ultra loud for sure, but I think it's going to be kind of fun. I think this is going to be quite fun. Q. I'm going to cheat by looking at this other board here because I don't remember where all the keys go. This goes here. 9. Egg salad right now? Damn. I made pancakes for breakfast today. Pancakes, we had an egg, and what else did I make? Well, I think we had a banana, and that was it. That was our breakfast, but honestly, it was really good. I love pancakes. Night, Big Boss. Take care, buddy. Alex, what should I bake to bring to NK Meetup? Oh, shit. Are you actually going to bring stuff? I actually don't know, but... Okay, dude, honey buns would be sick, Avo. If you could do that, I would be eternally grateful, dude. I've never had a homemade honey bun. That sounds insane. I made crepes with Nutella, strawberries, and bananas for my daughter's breakfast. That sounds really good, too. I haven't had a crepe in forever, dude. Are they difficult to do at home? I've never done one, personally. How'd you compare the Class 60 leaf spring to the Atar? The Atari is definitely more like bouncy. The Class 60 definitely has a bounce as well, but the Atari seems like on another level. Like it's just a lot more of it, which probably isn't super helpful. I probably realize that now as I'm saying that to you, but I would say it's just accelerated. Like if you've tried the Class 60, then yeah, you're gonna probably think the Atari is like one step above, if anything. This set is perfect for this. Oh, there's a white backspace and a blue backspace. I guess we stick with this, right? Pancake, what's up, dude? We were just talking about pancakes. I made pancakes with cinnamon and whatever little chocolate chips we had left. Heard you missed me? You put the pause on the print position. I summoned my go-to recipe or crepe recipe. Put in blue for the liquor. Wait, I'm gonna open this. I want to make crepes now. I haven't done crepes in a long time. Well, I've never made crepes, but I haven't eaten crepes for a long time, I should say. Not that I really know a lot of good crepe places. Use the white backspace to match the shift. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. You're right. Why don't I remember the backspace having blue? Is this like an alt thing? Why is there a blue one anyways? It's print scroll pause. Thanks, Elquan. I'll just try to remember PSP. That'll be like the same, you know? The batter's just eggs, water, and milk. We get $20 crepe machine to make them. Oh, okay. The hardest part is flipping the crepe without breaking it. Dude, I think I can manage that personally. So I'm going to try making them soon. I'm pretty decent at handling food and eating it. Looking good, looking good. I think I want... Is there a different one that has blue? Yeah, here, I have it in my hand, literally. Perfect. Oh, do we do the accent for this? No, right? Nah. I think the accent's too much. I do like the red arrows, though. No, there's no ticket happening right now. No ticket. Nothing happening at the moment. Giveaways are pretty much done. If somehow we hit 1,000, which we're almost done the stream, we'll do another surprise giveaway. But thank you guys so much again for the crazy subathon. Really appreciate it, guys. We smashed the goals. I would say no, but the accent enter looks like it matched the blue. It does match it pretty nice, but I don't know if it just takes away too much from the keyboard. I think that's kind of what I'm like concerned about. When are you doing a YouTube upload of that board, the collab board? Which one? Collab board. Wait, which collab board are we talking? Oh, the Unibi? I downloaded the file yesterday. I'm probably gonna edit it either today or tomorrow, and then probably Monday or Tuesday upload. It's kind of what I'm thinking. More so a Tuesday upload. Beautiful. Okay, C. Then we also have to put this guy. If you would rebuild, what switch would you use? I mean, I'd probably go with like a Gator on Milky Yellow, but here's the thing. I don't think I would stick with a Milky Yellow or a Cherry for the spacebar. It does lean a bit loud, and I think I would stick to the gasket mount. The only thing I don't understand about, okay, Hear me out. This is actually a call out for this. Why do designers do this? So they give us just enough for this, and then they don't give us another novelty for the control. I've noticed a lot of designers don't do that. And then I'm forced to just put on the text. You know, I've always meant to bring this up, but I always forget. But yeah, now I'm forced to just use control. Win keyless supremacy. Yeah, and it's like I would love to put another design thing here. All right, this looks sweet, and now there's an artisan to go with this too. So let's just quickly put these back in the bag. Change it and put as the alts. Really, I like these as the alts. Is it for HHKB? Wait. If it is for HHKB, how come full-size keyboards don't get the love too? Alright, now, this is apparently the artisan we're using for this. Although, is this going to be the right theme for this? It is a nice artisan. How the hell is this put on here? Actually, yeah, this works with it. That's cool. That's cool. What do you guys think? This actually turned out really nice. Actually, this looks really sick. I gotta say, I'm feeling it. The artisan, I'd say, is like, it's cool. I don't know if I'd pick it with this theme. I think I want like something koi themed. Oh, dude, this looks really good, actually. Damn. This turned out really nice. Let's see this from the side view. Yeah. This is actually insane with this set. This set, I think, complements the whole design of the board so well. Very, very nice. You know, actually, the sound profile is fun. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. We may switch up the spacebar. And then I might actually go in and, depending on how I feel, change out the modifiers, but we haven't even typed them yet, so... Oh, okay, this is actually not bad. I like this spacebar. It doesn't sound like a Jane, which is, I think, kind of fun about this. I kind of appreciate they didn't go with, like, Cherry. I like the mods, and I actually really like this spacebar. We can try a different spacebar, but I don't think it'll pair with the alphas very well. I'm surprised I like this spacebar. But, I mean, HMX's new molds have been very good, so... It has a very unique sound to it. Like, here's what it would sound like with a Cherry spacebar, which is probably going to be more, I guess, the usual sound signature for this particular board. So if we were to swap this out for Cherry, which is... Do I have a Cherry on my desk somewhere? I don't, so let me go grab one. I think they sound good. So here's a Cherry switch. Yeah, like pretty standard fare for the Jane stuff. Oddly enough, I kind of like the HMX more. Oddly enough. HMX Sandstorm. I don't think I tried that yet. The alphas are really nice. This board definitely has a bit more resonance to it, and it kind of plays in nicely with the sound there. Let's just also try a milky yellow for funsies. Actually, the milky yellow is really nice on this too. Oh, okay. I don't mind the milky yellow spacebar as well. Oh, that's nice. I don't have any classic blues available at the moment, but I can try a granite switch. What are my brutally honest opinion about the Janes? This is no secret. I have mentioned this a bunch of times. I appreciate the Jane for its place in the hobby. I don't have one in my own collection because it doesn't... Like, stuff like this interests me, and hell yeah, if someone would present this to me and be like, this is the Jane you're buying right here, I'd buy this in a heartbeat. But I don't think I have enough interest in TKLs, like at this current time, to be like, yes, I want this in my collection at the moment. Especially for the price points I'm paying aftermarket. If this was... Okay, let me actually give you guys a better scenario. If this was presented to me right now at retail price and I was after a TKL, I'd get one. But considering the prices for some of the Janes and how difficult they are, I don't think I would personally buy one. Simply because I'm not that interested in the board to spend the money. That's it. That is like hard stop. I would not spend aftermarket prices on this. Hard stop. But that goes with almost any board out there. I think I've gone past the point of spending extra money on things that I miss, and I just accept the fact that I missed it. So, I got a Jane during retail/GB. I would never pay the crazy aftermarket prices. Same. Why don't you like TKLs? I feel like all custom keyboard players start with TKLs. I like TKLs. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I don't hate TKLs. I just prefer smaller boards. 75 is, I think, also a very nice shape. So 75s I actually prefer over TKLs. But yeah, TKLs, I don't hate them. I just prefer other sizes. I still have a collection of TKLs. But have I tried V3s? I feel like I have tried the V3s recently. I like all SP Star stuff. Yeah, 75s are a bit square. They are a bit square for sure. Try a granite? Yeah, let me go get one. I'll give the client a whole bunch of spacebar options to choose from too. '75s are fugly? No. I don't think so. Alright, let's try a granite switch for this. And I think there's another option with this board too. I feel like this board could potentially, we're going to have this problem with the milky yellow. This could potentially benefit from like a little bit of a force break if you don't like the resonance, but I always feel like that's the point of this keyboard. So this is a bit sharper than the milky yellow that's modded. A little bit sharper. So if you're going for something a bit more full and deep, probably this. This a bit sharper. I'll just give you everything. And then, I don't know, the cherry, believe it or not, I actually preferred the milky yellow than the cherry. But I'll just send you over one of everything, Blanc. You can just try whatever you like on this board. Here, I'll give you a bunch of random ones too. A cheese switch, another HMX variant. This is a modded... Actually, this is a nice switch too, a V-Song. Granite yellow HMX cherry. Can I try you? Damn. I will say this granite feels more in line with like the sharpness of the other switches. Cool. Overall, extremely pleasant board. I'm going to take a few photos of this before I send this off because this is crazy. Was your Steam Deck LCD or OLED? I got the OLED variation. Loki matches your mouse? Actually kind of does, huh? It kind of does. And then I'll sign this before or after I take photos, if that's okay. Blanc, because I kind of want to take a photo without the signature first, if that's cool, and then I'll sign it. Could you Obscuras? I don't think I actually have any Obscuras prepped at the moment. Do I have any in this? No, I don't have any. I think I gave my last one away. All right. Well, so strange watching you pick this bad boy with one hand with all the monster 5 kilogram TKLs. Dude, I know. It's crazy. Should I grab the SK71 Pro for 115? I have never used either one of those boards midnight. But if reviews are saying it's pretty good, then I would say like base it off the reviews you get. But I feel like for even $155 these days, there are some excellent options in the custom world. Like you can pick up some of the Neo Core series with some cheap switches and cheap keycaps, and I feel like you'll get a good experience. I was into photography first. I worked as a photographer for a long time. So I did product photography for such a long time. Dude, Mutagen will look great on Vaza. Trust me, it's an amazing set. Does Greetech switches still relevant? I don't know which ones those are. Greetech. Why? It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure which ones they are now. The Glare TKL, dude, it's heavy. I don't know. I don't vibe with super heavy keyboards though. They're too big, man. Best screw in stabs? Well, it's a toss up. I think Night Stabs or Type Plus, but dude, if you can get yourself like a set of C3s, they're still good. So I didn't get anything to give away, but super grateful you did it, Alex. I'll have another one in December. But I think I'm going to implement one new rule. Not that it happened this time, but one new rule that I'm going to implement for giveaways is if you won in the last giveaway, I don't know, I'm going to think about this. Maybe we don't allow people to win in the next giveaway right after. So it'll always be like a one giveaway overlap. Not that it has ever happened except for like Adam and maybe like 2 people, but maybe we do that just to give people more like yeah, we'll call it the Adam rule. Whoa. Yeah, not that it happened, but I was thinking about it earlier. I don't like that rule. Just do Hunger Games for the next giveaway? Damn. The Adam rule. And then I think, alongside, like I said, I've been thinking about this, we'll do some community giveaway stuff too. I have this cool idea in mind for some other ways we can do some giveaways. So we'll do a lot of stuff for the new year and Christmas. If you give it to me and Greg, I don't want to give away you Greg. It's my set. Do Squid Games for the giveaway? Damn, Squid Games? That's a toughie. Alright though guys, that is pretty much the stream. Fun. We're going to be doing an board tomorrow. Oh, Blanc, I don't have the cable with me at the moment, but I'm going to do full testing for the board when I get the cable. Actually, do I have the cable here? Here, I can tell you in a second. I think it's upstairs though. Let me see. Do I have the cable with me at the moment? I have to grab it from upstairs. But I will do full testing. I just have to go get the cable / find the cable. I only have one of these cables. But yeah, I'll do full testing and then message you and then show you that it all works and stuff. I have like little cards that I write like verified testing on now. So this is new as of like 2 weeks ago. So I verify the testing of the keyboards and then checkmark test it. Obviously I could be lying, but I promise you I'm not. I purposely got these printed just so I can do these. Yeah, I got like new cards that show what I've done, and I even write what I've done and all this stuff too. What's going on with KBD fans? I watched your video on the Tofu TKL. I was a bit confused, and now I see them releasing another TK called Onibi. So, okay, small thing there. I wish I was able to get the revised unit of the Tofu earlier. Unfortunately, I didn't. Not because of KBD fans. It's just like it takes time to do things and ship things. So I got the revised unit of the Tofu TKL and then didn't get to edit it until like much later. So it was kind of just like pressed for time. But it was up for a while. And then the next one for Onibi just came out now, which I'll be editing like literally in 2 days. I feel like your review kind of fucked their sales. Well, I don't know. I can't speak on that. I still think they did pretty good, but I mean, I'm just being honest. Like, there's nothing I can possibly do, you know? I think they responded within like literally a day to the community, to what they were changing. So I think they took it really well. So total respect for you for your honesty. Yeah, I always try. Like, guys, I know over the years people have always kind of said like, oh, Alex, too nice. I really not. It's just the way I talk. I'm just nice the way I speak, but I get to the point. Like, I am honest with what I do. It's just, I don't shit on things. Yeah. You're Canadian in the end? Yeah. I'm all for bitchy Alex. I've only been sort of bitchy one time. That's it. Yeah, KBD Fans has tons of bangers too. Like, the Onibi's a good board. The Onibi's sick, and I like what they did with the Onibi. And okay, if I'm speaking plainly and honestly right now, the Onibi was interesting because they actually sent me a list of changes before I streamed. So it looks like with the Onibi, they spent a little bit more time like doing the fine detailing. Because you're never going to get it's very rare they're going to get a prototype right the first time. And it costs money to do prototypes. So I like the fact that this time here they said, hey, we've already looked at the Onibi internally. Here's the change list. So that gives us a lot more to go with the Onibi. With the Tofu TKL, we kind of were the change list. Like, we, as a community reviewing this thing, it was like, hey, we didn't like this. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad you were honest and pointed out the first proto needed a lot of work. Yeah, KBD Fans is really good though at responding. What I've learned over the years is KBD Fans in particular, even like QWERTY keys, like a lot of brands want their products to work. So I've noticed they're really snappy about how they're going to fix and do things in the future. You're enthusiastic about the boards. I like keyboards. I understand keyboards are all different. You know, not everything should or will sound the same, but thoughts on the Onibi price? I think it's justifiable, yes. I think we spoke about that a little bit too. I think it's fine for what it is. It's not an overly expensive or overly cheap custom keyboard. I think it's like in that fair price range of high end, but it's nice. I saw some comments about the Tofu TKL and some people are not happy that it resembles another popular TKL. I don't think it looks... I know people are saying it looks like the F1. I don't think it looks like the F1. The Tofu TKL is literally a box shape. It's the same as the Tofu. So if people are butthurt about the Tofu being that shape, the Tofu's been that shape. The Tofu has literally been that shape for longer than the F1 has been around. If they're talking about like the internals, I think it does a unique enough job. It looks more like an iron than an F1. Maybe. But I think it's fine. I think it's unique for what it is. Do I even have it here with me? Yeah, it's right here. Here, I'll show you guys. It's important to be honest. If you just say everything's amazing, then it's disingenuous and ultimately helps no one. Plus, I've always said this too. You guys and everyone else watching me, if I, hear me out. This is like me being fucking real right now. If I treat you guys like idiots and I try to lie to you guys just because I'm trying to make $1 or like I'm doing some sort of sponsored review, if I treat you guys like idiots, first of all, that's fucked up. And second of all, you guys are not idiots. The audience and you guys and everyone is not an idiot. Eventually, they will smell out your bullshit and they will not watch you. So why would I ever do that? You know, why would I ever treat anyone like an idiot? I don't want you guys to be like, all right, Alex is lying to us. Fuck this guy. No, I care a lot about this. So obviously, it's easy to sell things while you're being dishonest, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather have the viewership that I have had and will maybe have grow at a different pace than just being dishonest. So there is a certain streamer this conversation reminds me of. Oh no. I don't know. I'm just speaking about myself. But yeah. What was I going to show you guys? Oh yeah, here, the tofu. I don't think this looks like an F1. I really don't. Here, let me show you guys again. I think this looks like a tofu. Like, even the back doesn't remind me enough. I don't know. I think this literally looks like a tofu. The internals are what sort of reminded me of the F1. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think this looks like a F1 at all. You think it looks like the F1 722? Let me pull it up real quick. Oh, this keyboard's not plugged in. Looks kind of boring. I mean, it's meant to be a boring looking keyboard. Nah, this doesn't look like a 722. The 722 has, yeah, I was going to say it has the bar on the back. Again, I think the tofu has had this wedge shape forever. Like, tofu is more OG than any of the F1 keyboards. So if this keyboard is considered a lookalike, then I hate to say it, I would say if anything, the F1 sort of pays homage to the tofu. But the tofu's had this shape. I don't have any of my original tofu 60s here, but if I did, they'd all resemble this particular shape. Even the bottom with the squared feet, well, I mean, the feet may be a different story or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think the feet are enough to say this looks like a 722. I don't know. I'm on team this does not look like an F1. I don't think so at all. I don't know how you guys feel, but would Kibidi fans have taken the feedback seriously if it was a smaller content creator and not you? I get that you give them credit for making the changes, but also if it was them trying to cover their ass of the influence they have. Here's the thing, right? And I think that's a really interesting conversation you bring up. Let's just pretend I didn't exist. Then someone else would take my place. If you guys consider like me influential, which I first of all humbly thank you guys for, if I didn't exist, then I would hope someone else would take my place. Or if I was disingenuous and lied and didn't give this keyboard criticism, then I would assume you guys would also not care to watch me. So I always think there's going to be someone that the community go to who is like honest and true, and that would base their decisions on that. If that makes sense. Does that make sense? But yes, I always think there's going to be someone who's honest enough. Now, if I were to be more like, if I just didn't cover the board is maybe what you're asking, like and someone else covered the board, then I don't know. I don't know the answer to that because I feel like there's not a whole hell of a lot of people that cover boards. And let's just say Jeff took it. Jeff would be honest. I trust Scoop Bar to be honest about it. But yeah, like I don't know. There are always going to be sellouts in every particular industry. Like if you're saying if someone like took the board and was just dishonest about it, there's always going to be dishonest people. But the thing I've watched 2 or more reviews that didn't have the issues you had. I think you reviewed it in more depth. Well, also I'd like to point out, I don't know about other reviewers. I'd also like to point out I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm not going to say that I know little tips and things, but like I do get to experience a lot of different problems and can easily pinpoint when things don't feel or sound right. So I think there's a bit of experience that goes into that as well, which I think is a good thing. And then also, I don't know about other reviewers and if they do it live. I also do things live. It's really hard for me to fake things live. Like, it's really, really tough for me to fake things. If something is difficult to assemble, you guys are literally watching me struggle. So again, it's also like, it's really good to do things live when it comes to this kind of stuff too, because you guys get to see the good and the bad real time. So, but yeah, I think they fixed a lot of good stuff about the tofu here. The amount of tech tubers who've been glazing the new iPhone and Pixel phones lately is crazy, to be honest. Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty honest with the tech that I have. Even the tech outside of keyboards. Fuck, we don't need any of it. It's all terrible, man. It's all been so bad. I do like the new AirPods. I think these have been fun. But this is the only new piece of tech that I've really bought in forever, dude. I don't really buy tech these days. Majority of the internet is 100 to 0. If it's good and you gotta glaze it out the wazoo. If it's bad, you gotta shit it and throw it. Oh, you're saying like either you shit on it or like, yeah, but that's always been the problem. I have always hated the fact that you can never be like respectfully. You can never respectfully disagree with something, or you can never like state that, hey, like this might be. Fuck, I hate getting into these, but because I feel like I ramble. But for years, I've always said there are objective things about keyboards that I can point out, and then there's preference-based things about keyboards I can point out. Over the years, I've learned what people seem to, and what I've even learned is a preference, and I've learned what are objective things that actually ruin or make a keyboard bad. A lot of the times when we get keyboards and there's nothing to criticize, there just isn't anything bad. It just might not be a sound signature that I like. But yeah, it's I think with this particular hobby, you have to learn those things. So, but yeah, it's just, you have to feel it out. I think it's Western review culture. Like, look on Amazon, it's either 1 or 5 stars, no in between. Like, look, for example, Amazon JP. You see way more reviews in the middle. Yeah, maybe that's just something people need to work on too. Like, I'm always a middle guy. Like, if I find stuff that's annoying, like I think recently I rated something, like I actually did like an Amazon review for something, and I put like a 3-star review because the product worked. It was just annoying. I think it was for a cable I bought. It was like supposed to be a soft cable, and it was not as soft as I thought it was, but it worked fine for what I needed. So, Alex fills the unique niche of honesty. Oh, I think honestly, guys, it's even outside of me just trying to be the best that I can and trying to be honest and like trying to like show you guys like what I like and don't like. I think the live streams help. I think this really inspires confidence when you guys get to see me not have a problem or have a problem. So I do think live streaming really helps rather than a polished YouTube review. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much our subathon. Thank you guys again. I will be sending out, okay, just so everyone knows, I'll make a Discord post about this too. I'll send out all the giveaway forms tomorrow morning. So yes, all those forms will be out, and then pretty much except for one board, everything's packed. I will slowly, now that Canada Post is on strike, I gotta figure something out, but I will, I don't know why is it when I run subathons, Canada Post goes on strike. But I will figure things out. I probably wasn't going to use them anyways, but I probably will just ship things out via UPS. So look out for those forms if you guys are giveaway winners. I will do another giveaway in December. Congrats again to the winners. And thank you guys. Check. Drop a resub. Hope all is well. Check. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Catch you on YouTube as well. All right, guys. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's go see who's online to raid here. Marshmallow's doing a spider? Sure, let's go read Marshmallows. I like watching Marshmallows. Spider? Sure, let's go read Marshmallow. Why is my volume on? There it is. Marshmallow doing a keyboard. See you in Christmas? Oh gosh, see you then. Bye everybody, see you tomorrow. I don't remember what we're doing. I'll go through my my list tomorrow, and then I'll post the schedule in the morning as well. And then again, I'll let you guys know the final date for the Cloud9 round 2. I think it's going to be the 15th. That's what I have written down right now, but it could change. So, love you guys. Thank you guys so much again. Thank you to everyone who gifted subs. Thanks for everyone who participated, who just watched. Congrats to the winners. To everyone who is maybe bummed out they didn't win something, we do tons of giveaways. I think there's like literally 40 or 50 keyboards minimum we give away per year. So thank you guys again. Really appreciate it. And bye everybody. Love you.